y'all, and welcome back to Winter Creek Farm. Alrighty guys, we have got some doctoring we've got to do today. I've got two situations that we're going to have to take care of. The first one being that Clover's babies have not opened their eyes yet. And I'm getting a little nervous. I've never had rabbits wait this late to open their eyes, and so typically if you have a situation, a rabbit is supposed to open their eyes anywhere between Blue keeps dumping out his feed. Every single day he dumps out his feed. And that's what he just did. Rabbits are supposed to open their eyes anywhere between 7 to 10 days. And a few of these have showed signs of trying to open their eyes, but they haven't. And they've got like in the creases, and then there's a couple in there that just haven't opened their eyes at all. I read up on it about 2 days ago because I was getting concerned, because usually by this point in time rabbits usually have opened their eyes. And so we're going to work on that today. We also have got a goat, Miss Nala, who has got a limp. We checked her feet, and she has an infection. So we got the infection out yesterday and give her some antibiotics, and iodined the spot really well, along with cutting the infection out of her foot. Typically when you cut an infection out of the foot and you got to take quite a bit of the hoof, you wrap it in gauze or something, wrap it in something and tape it down. But for whatever reason we had a roll of duct tape that had disappeared, and so I didn't get to wrap it last night, but today we're going to wrap it today. I've got some duct tape. We had to go to the store and get some duct tape, and got some gauze, and we're going to wrap it up real nice for her and clean it really good today. And so we're going to try to keep that clean, that way it can heal really well. This is the first time we've ever had a goat get infection in their foot like this. It was like a straight puncture through her hoof. So I believe she stepped on something. It was like a circle. And we couldn't find what was in there. So it looks like it came out, but it got infected. And so wasn't a horrible infection, wasn't a really bad spot, but it was enough that we had to, cut it out. And so we got that done yesterday, and so we're going to wrap that. So we got two tasks at hand today: to get baby rabbit's eyes open and to wrap her foot. Something you'll find out really quick when you get a farm and get some farm animals. You become half vet. Unless you want to run to the vet all the time and pay outrageous amounts for vet bills. Why was that so hard to get out? Vet bills. You got to figure out how to doctor animals pretty fast, and so we've had to deal with some sticky situations around here, and so hurt foot and eyes are just two more things we can add to the list of things we've had to doctor. And so we're going to hopefully try to get these babies' eyes open, and wrapping Nala's foot shouldn't be too hard if I have somebody to hold her. She should be pretty easy to do that and clean it. But let's get started. Alright guys, we've got a rag, we've got some warm water,
And we got a helper.
and then my helper, and we've got a thing down here. I'm going to wipe each baby's eyes with the warm water. We'll put them down here, and we'll just kind of go through it. Mama's a little aggressive, and so hopefully she cooperates. Yesterday she tried to nip me, so we're going to work through it.
Can we see our water down here?
Some of these babies have their eyes open a little bit, some don't. So this is what I'm talking about here. His eyes have looked like that for a couple days, where they look like they're going to open, but then they don't. Or like a couple of them have one eye open on the other side. The other one that has red on it, has its eyes open on one side. So what I'm going to try to do here see if this warm water helps. No, get down. Mama's trying to hop out.
So we gotta stand here.
Let me see. That doesn't look like it's helping much. So what I'll probably have to do is get the eye warm. Keep Pipsqueak down, please. What I'll probably have to do is get the eye warm and then manually pull it apart. So I'm going to hold it here. I don't know if y'all can even see or not what's going on. I'm going to hold it here on the eye. I'm going to lay this here.
Okay.
And we're going to try to manually, oh, see, that helped. That warm water helped. Let's see if it helped the other side. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the warm water is helping.
Like he's keeping Pippi.
The problem with, oh yay, you open your eyes. His eyes are open. The problem with the eyes not opening is that they are prone to get infection if they don't open within a certain period of days. Okay, lift that up like, and I gotta get another baby out.
No.
It's okay, Pip.
Pippi.
Can you just kind of pet her head right here?
Will she?
No, she just pet her head till we get this baby out. All right, let's see about this baby. No. That one may be open just a little bit on that side. So we're gonna get some warm water.
And try to stimulate.
And we're gonna try to, yeah, that's right. We're gonna try to stimulate the eye opening here.
She's the best teacher.
Who?
You.
I'm a best teacher?
Mhm.
Oh, I appreciate that, honey.
If y'all didn't know, I'm
gonna hold it over its eye a little bit. Kind of rub it. We don't want them to get infection. Of course, that can cause blindness and different things that we just don't want. So let's see if we can get an eye open here. You better quit wiggling. No. Can you rub that a little bit? I'm going to hold it open here and let her rub it. Can you rub it? Is that with the warm water side?
Yeah, that's the wet side.
All right. Looks like that's helping a little bit. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I just
so let's
seen that.
check the other side here. Oh, yeah. That one's opening.
Let's get it.
There we go.
We're
Just
good.
going to get the gunk out of it. This one had a little gunk in the corner of his eyes, but the warm water does seem to be working. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the camera because this is hard to do with Mon trying to get out, and we're just going to go ahead and work through these babies. All right, guys. We've got everybody. Can you see their little eyes are open now?
This one.
Oh, he's looking. He's like, oh, boy, I can see for the first time. This is one of the sweet guys that
We're keeping.
I fell in love with.
We're keeping one up.
But we're going to work through and, or we worked through them and checked everybody, and everybody looks good. We'll keep an eye on these guys. Look at the eye opening. Oh.
This one, he'll do it and then he'll shut it.
Yeah. All right.
Let's get him back in.
Be quick.
There we go.
Okay.
He's so eager.
Mama laid with them and was protecting them. But they're doing a lot better now, and now that we got our eyes open, and she's not very happy with me. We had to help your babies. They keep wooling the hay out from underneath of them. But they look really good. Alright, guys, I think we got the baby's eyes all situated. Now we're going to move on to Miss Nala. She's done eating. I got to round up my helper, but I thought this was funny. You know you're living on a farm or a homestead if the type of duct tape you need is the max strength duct tape. And when you got max crawling on your face, is the duct tape that says max strength. That's how you know. If you're just wondering if you were truly a homestead or a farm, if you got to buy the max strength duct tape, that is a dead giveaway. Alright, guys, so I'm going to round my helper up. I got my clippers. I don't think I'll need them. I think we pretty much got all the things that we needed. I got my hoof pick to clean out her hoof. We got a bowl here I'm going to fill full of water. That way we can clean her hoof out. And I've got my gauze. And so we'll get her fixed up, wrapped up, and situated.
We have another goat in here and she's being aggravating.
Any more infection coming out?
Got some iodine and we'll probably squirt this in her foot.
Filled the cavity open. Let her bite it. She's sucking on it? Or biting it? Alright, guys.
She's wanting more green.
We'll get her some more. So what'd you decide, Drew?
What?
He cleaned her foot. And what'd you decide?
Well, when their hooves ain't trimmed real good on the sides, like say this is the hoof and this is the outside, the pressure coming up and down, it's flat. But when that hoof on the outside grows out and that pressure come, it makes that. And eventually the stress puts cracks in there, and eventually it'll cause an abscess, and I believe that's what happened to her.
So, guys, essentially what happened is she had, like Andy said, I trimmed her feet one day. I tried to do it by myself, and it was hard doing it by myself. And I trimmed it, and I couldn't find anything wrong with her foot. And where we don't have a stand, where we don't have a stand, I had to tie her up, and she was moving and wiggling quite a bit. And so It's easier to do with 2 adults. Sometimes Lakin will help me, but it's harder for her to handle the bigger goats. And so I trimmed her foot and couldn't find anything wrong with it. She was limping, couldn't find anything wrong with it. And dug around there and cleaned it and just couldn't find anything. Well, she did all right for a couple days. Then she got to where she couldn't eat, or wasn't eating, and just couldn't figure out what was going on. And we got in here, yesterday. The amount that it was set. And we got in here yesterday. Andy found a spot, and he believes maybe it was an abscess that got in there. I'm thinking maybe she poked something, but either way, it got infected, and so, which essentially is what an abscess is when it gets infected, and she hadn't been feeling good, and so we gave her some antibiotics yesterday. We gave her some antibiotics down in her foot, and then subcutaneously, and trimmed her feet. He trimmed her feet today, where she'll be off that side. We were going to wrap it, but he decided it'd probably be best not to wrap it, and we're going to go with what he says, because he's pretty smart about things like this, and so we're going to keep it unwrapped and just clean it every day, and see what we can do. You've seen us squirting the iodine down in it, and so we squirted the iodine down into the cavity, and like I said, he trimmed her foot. That way the part that's bad will be raised up off the ground, and she can kind of use the inside of her foot there. But I appreciate his help. It's just sometimes you can't see stuff that other people can see, and he found the spot, so we're getting her situated. We got everything doctored up. The rabbits have got their eyes open, and Nala's walking much better. Thanks to Andy for helping me with that. So we got everything doctored up. Like I said, if you're going to have a homestead or a farm, you're going to have to learn really quick the tricks and trades of doctoring animals. But I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I hope y'all learned something, and I hope it was helpful. So I hope y'all will come back for the next one. We'll see ya. Bye.